Look what the cat dragged in.
You shouldn't be here.
So every year, adults are running around saying that there's no Santa Claus because they didn't get any presents. But apparently it never occurred to them that they could just be assholes. So I'm going to tell you a story about how two people find their Christmas spirit again. Here's Red 1.
The punishing begins tonight.
So we meet Cal, a super tall and buff elf that's Santa's head of security at a Philadelphia mall. He's going to retire after this Christmas because he doesn't feel like he has the Christmas spirit anymore. Mostly because people are assholes.
I'm gonna bash someone's skull in.
And the ones that aren't are pretty fucking stupid.
I'm a big deal. I have over 3,000 followers.
He and Santa leave the mall and get into a procession of SUVs and then meet with a general. And this is when we find out that this random skinny mall Santa is actually the real Santa Claus when they walk into a hangar and he sees his giant ass reindeer.
The guy's a legend.
They take off with a military escort and head back to the North Pole where Santa's workshop is shielded from discovery with some sciencey magic dome like the one around Wakanda, but with snowflake panels.
It does not get more Christmassy than this.
A little while later, Cal notices a light go out and immediately contacts somebody to fix it. They say they're heading that way, but a few more go out, so he radios the guy who wouldn't even got there yet again. But this time, he doesn't respond.
Well, he probably doesn't want to be nagged.
You would think, but no. He was actually knocked the fuck out. But Cal doesn't know that yet and just panics. And that's all the security to find Santa.
Stubborn pain in the butt.
Then he sees a car he doesn't recognize speeding down the street, so he has to chase it on foot using rooftops, a series of very convenient railroad slides, and a drone to jump on it, while the rest of the security team just falls off their snowmobiles whenever they turn.
And it's like they don't even care.
But just as he gets on it, it's an overpass, and he has to jump off to not get squished. Then he uses his magical armband to enlarge a snowmobile so he can ride it to chase the car.
How did you do that?
Like Ant-Man?
Kind of.
It's a poor attempt to replicate my work.
It does make things bigger and smaller, but it also alters its reality to make toys work like the real thing.
You don't have a Wonder Woman action figure, do you?
Not how it works.
Anyway, the car now has a huge lead as it leads through the hole that they blasted through the dome, and he ends up causing and having to outrun an avalanche to catch up to it. But when he opens it, nobody's inside.
I shouldn't be surprised.
He then sees a plane leaving and knows that they pulled a sneaky.
We're being played.
So Santa's security team is so good that Cal immediately knows when a light goes out. But a giant hole in the magic dome, a plane landing, and taking off right outside aren't going to get noticed by anyone at all?
Yeah, that's what they're going with.
Makes us look like amateurs.
What in the actual fuck?
You'd think that one of them would have seen the huge gaping hole in the dome on one of their many security cameras.
Sorry, I was texting.
So since they failed, he calls Mora, the mythological police, who tell him that some guy called the Wolf was able to track the sleigh, and that's how whoever took Santa found his workshop.
Would it really be that hard to find? It's at the North Pole. How big could it be?
Like huge.
But it was under a sciencey magic snow globe thingy, so no one could find it no matter how hard they looked.
There and then it was gone. It was like magic.
The head Mora cop, Zoe, sends a team to grab the wolf, but it doesn't go well. First, he notices that he's being surrounded. Then, he sees someone's already in his apartment. So when these highly trained agents armed with magic stun guns attempt to arrest him, they end up stunning each other. Like, all of them. And not even because this dude knows kung fu or anything. Most of it's by accident.
I'm not a super spy.
So after they're all stunned, he climbs out his window and just thinks he's in the clear. Then Zoe stuns the crap out of him, and he wakes up tied to a chair back in his apartment. She wants him to tell her who hired him to fight Santa, but won't just say that. Instead, she threatens him repeatedly to tell her when he has no idea which job he's done in the past to piss her off.
Could you be more specific?
Well, how many mythological jobs could he have done? The second they said who they were, he should have known that the North Pole was what they were looking for.
Honestly, you could be talking about 12 different things right now.
Well, they never bothered to tell him that they're mythological cops. He just knows that they're pissed off people with weapons he's never seen before that might kill him.
Is this really necessary?
And even if they did, he just caught the sonic boom the reindeer made when they took off. So he really wouldn't have seen anything about the North Pole.
Then how did the people who kidnapped Santa find it?
They could probably track the magic reindeer farts or some shit. Mall pretzels can have that effect sometimes.
Now I gotcha.
But Zoe finally realizes that Jack doesn't know about Santa, which makes it pretty fucking stupid that she just didn't come right out and say it. So she takes him to Mora headquarters. There, Cal thinks that he's not telling him everything. So he sicks his second in command, a giant-ass polar bear named Garcia, on him.
Aw, how cute.
He's a live bear. He will literally rip your face off.
So now with the threat of having his limbs ripped off, he's willing to tell him that he can track who paid him. But for some reason, Zoe still offers to pay him.
You will double it.
The negotiator.
And even though he's their best bet to find Santa in time for Christmas, Cal still doesn't want to work with him because he's a piece of shit.
Oh no, that guy's a jerk.
Well, how bad could he be?
Well, he's a deadbeat dad, and when he actually does show up after being nagged through a hangover, he gives his kid advice on how to be a criminal. And for the Santa job, either he's not picky about what kind of coffee he drinks, or he just loitered in a coffee shop long enough for somebody to order something he likes and stole it while she grabbed a straw.
I got no plans.
Then he used that coffee and a newspaper he stole to start a fire. Then he released some dogs at the exact moment a guard tried to put out the fire to stop him. And he did all that just to get past security.
Wow, he was really lucky about the dogs.
Oh, not just that, but the woman whose pass he stole just happened to be the only one who didn't immediately go pick up her shit once she saw the fire.
I want to take better care of your stuff.
Then, just to show how big of an asshole he really is, he literally stole candy from a baby. That's kind of the parents' fault, because who the hell gives their kid a sucker with the plastic still on and not notice a stranger near the stroller twice?
But that makes me a bad father.
So Zoe puts a tracker on Jack, and Cal takes him to a toy store. They pick up some necessities like a Hot Wheels car, a rubber chicken, and Rock'em Sock'em robots. Then they use a storage closet to portal to Aruba, where the dude who hired Jack is. Cal uses his arm zapper to enlarge the car, and they head to the beach to find this douchebag who's supposedly a big deal.
Please, call me the douche.
Jack notices that he's protected by some super deadly mercenaries, and is oh so subtle about pointing that out to Cal when they're just a few feet away. Then Cal walks right up to him, and when they attack, he clicks his heels together and shrinks down to fight, Ant-Man style.
I love it when he gets cocky.
And he even has the carry extra weight power and everything.
He's compressed, so you have the force of a 200-pound man.
Once he kicks all their asses, he talks to the douche, who tells him that if he says the name of the person who kidnapped Santa, she'll be able to hear. So Cal has him write it down, and Jack stupidly says her name out loud, letting her know where they are. But I'm not sure why Cal's surprised when half of what Jack says is just him repeating what someone just said as a question.
Protecting the mythological world.
The mythological world.
Commander of the ELF.
The ELF?
The Horseman.
The Headless Horseman?
It turns out that Santa was abducted by Grilla, the Christmas witch, who's just adorable, by the way.
So cute.
She speaks to Cal in a very calm tone to let him know she's serious. But the words come out of the douche like he's doing a drunk Jerry Lewis impression.
When you wake up this Christmas morning.
That was the douche talking.
And that's when she sends some snowmen to murder them. They come out of the ocean in an ice cream truck, and Cal has Jack protect the douche while two go after them, and he takes on the other one. Jack's trying his best, but he has no idea how to kill a magic snowman, so it freezes the douche.
Cool. Good talk, Icetown.
Then Jack gets his foot trapped in the pool when that freezes. But Cal saves him before the snowman can freeze him too. And then he acts like Jack is a complete idiot for not knowing that you can kill a snowman by stealing its carrot nose.
That's a little on the nose, don't you think?
And even blames him for the douche getting frozen, like he didn't find out their weakness by accident himself.
I'm sorry, I think you're confusing me with someone who cares.
Zoe and her minions show up to clean up the mess, and Cal's like, hey, did you happen to see anyone use magic? And she's like, hey, good idea. Maybe we should look at the magical sensors that we have that could detect some kind of spell someone would have to use to keep a superior magical being like Santa prisoner.
Maybe an idiot, but I got seniority.
So she does, and they realize that someone used magic at Santa's brother's place. So Cal and Jack go to visit Krampus. But since they have a sibling rivalry, they have to be super sneaky to look around. First, they have to get past hellhounds, so Cal uses a rubber chicken to distract them. But as they're about to get in undetected, Jack decides to steal some of Krampus's gold, and they get caught.
Well, I take it back.
They're taken to Krampus, where he admits that he saw Grilla a few days ago when she asked for a snow globe she gave him a few hundred years ago. He agreed to give it back because he really doesn't like her anymore, since now she's a petite blonde instead of a huge double-tailed monster like she used to be when they dated.
She was no ordinary beast.
He's given Cal's magic armband and tells him that since he broke the treaty, he's got to stay there forever.
From now on, you'd better kneel every time I fought.
But tells Jack to fuck off. But Jack doesn't want to go. Instead, he decides to gamble his life to save Cal.
You know, I got problems of my own.
See, when they came in, they saw him playing a slap game with one of his friends. And Jack bets him that Cal can beat him, and Krampus accepts.
I love it.
In the first round, Cal gets slapped into next Tuesday, but in the second round, Jack oh so subtly bumps into Krampus's guy and pickpockets the armband. So now Cal can slap the shit out of Krampus.
I'm not a god. I know that. I saw your pecker. What kind of god would have a pecker that small?
He then blasts the Rock'em Sock'em robots and has them fight dozens of people in the room while they fuck off.
Is something that happens to you a lot?
Once they get away, they try to figure out Grila's plan of what to do with a snow globe, and Cal explains that it's a prison that can hold one person for eternity.
You are not going anywhere.
Then Jack stupidly forgets that you can't say her name, so now they have to make a run for it.
You idiot!
You would think he would have learned the first time.
I'll remember that next time it comes up.
But at least he knows what to do to the snowman now.
Oh, she doesn't send the snowman this time. She sends a snow globe, but since he knows about the prison thing, he doesn't touch it.
That's smart.
But that's when he gets a call from his kid asking if he thinks giving him a present's gonna make up for him not showing up to his recital. See, right before Jack was picked up by Mora, he picked up his kid from school and was told about him playing an instrument in a show that night. Then he got a call from his ex telling him that his ass better stop being a piece of shit and show up. And since he's a deadbeat that never bothered to get a present, he knows something's up, especially when he finds out it's a snow globe.
No one wants that.
My snow globe collection.
He tells him not to touch it, which of course gets the dumbass kid to pick it up.
He's a kid. Kids are stupid.
So when he disappears, Jack grabs his snow globe and he disappears too.
What a perfect way to start my collection.
Cal calls Zoe to track Jack, but they can't get a signal on his tracker. And that's when Cal realizes that the only place he could be hidden, which is also a place that Grilla could mass produce the snow globes, is at the North Pole. So it dawns on him that Santa never left.
Home sweet home.
Cal FaceTimes Mrs. Claus, who says that she's making cookies for Santa's return. And when he asks her what kind, she says the one kind of cookie he knows Santa doesn't like.
Macaroons.
So Cal knows something's up.
Oh, that's really smart. She's letting him know that she's a prisoner.
No, it's somebody pretending to be Mrs. Claus, who just happened to pick the one type of cookie Santa doesn't like.
Interesting.
And it turns out that she and all the security people Mora's been talking to are really shapeshifters.
Was that so difficult to figure out?
And for some reason, Grilla wants to be this pretty blonde chick instead of a monstrous witch with two tails. Can't imagine why.
Back then she was glorious. I'm no king, but if I were, I'd knight you 10 times over.
So Cal and Zoe break into the North Pole, and now they can track Jack since they're inside the dome. But they run into one of Cal's security friends, so he knocks them the fuck out.
You're being a really bad friend.
And apparently, once knocked the fuck out, a shapeshifter will return to his real shape.
So she had enough people to completely take over the North Pole?
All they had to do was take out and turn into the higher-ups on the security team.
Then why did she have to pretend to steal Santa? Why not just take it over?
Well, they did, after she distracted Cal. I mean, all the others are fucking useless.
I know, we suck.
But he and Zoe follow Jack's tracker to the old toy factory, where he and his son are just chilling by themselves out of their snow globes.
I guess prisons didn't work very well.
Well, they only work on naughty people. So when Jack had a sudden epiphany and decided to start being a good dad, both he and his son's snow globes broke because of the power of love or some shit.
Let's not get mushy.
But if the son had to be naughty to be in one, why would his break because his dad's did?
Shut up. That one moment of him actually wanting to be a good dad was good enough to erase all the actual crimes he committed, but you're gonna bitch that it saved a kid?
Just a thought.
Anyway, they go to free all the security people she imprisoned, and Mrs. Claus takes the kid, while Zoe, Jack, and all the security people try to stop Grilla from taking off on Santa's sleigh. She has Santa imprisoned on it, because she needs his magic power, but the reindeer are not happy about the crap she's pulling. But they still take off running when whipped, so Cal and Jack have to run after it on foot. And somehow, this human dude is able to catch up with Santa's magical sleigh.
Doesn't seem fair, does it?
He and Cal climb aboard and fight the witch, but she kicks their asses and sends them flying in opposite directions. Jack grabs onto the reindeer's harness and is able to detach them from the sleigh just as she's about to take off. So the sleigh crashes and Jack's thrown into the bridge. And since the magic reindeer were running and about to go supersonic, he should have been shot like a bullet and splattered on the road below.
Made a bit of a mess.
But no, not even a concussion. Cal tries to wake up Santa, but Grilla shows back up. Not as a teenage witch, but as the big-ass monster hag.
I want to make babies with the great big monsters that conquer the world.
Just as she goes to attack Cal, Krampus shows up and sets her on fire. Then he tries to sweet talk her since she looks hot again.
I see the way she looks at me.
But since he's taking Santa's side, she kicks his ass.
How does she look at you? And she wants to carve you up and eat your liver?
And just as she's ready to kill Cal, Santa wakes up and sicks his reindeer on her. So she gets knocked into her snow globe collection and ends up trapped inside of one, while the rest just disappear for no apparent reason.
It was like black magic or sorcery or something.
Santa then takes Jack and his kid with him and Cal to deliver the presents. So Jack gets to feel like a kid again, and Cal decides not to quit because he rediscovered the spirit of Christmas or some shit.
Sorry about that. It's all I could come up with.
No, it was great. You could have left, but you didn't.
You know what? I've been meaning to talk to you guys. You want to maybe stick around a while?
You don't want to get on the naughty list, do you?
The answer to everything.
We're questioning all the usual suspects.
Why, you ask?
To spread cheer, asshole.
Sure. Come on, man. Clock's ticking.
Now I wish you a Merry Christmas.